this pod is actually going to be called "What Did We Miss This Week?" Not that me and Jazz missed anything, right, Jazz? Me and
Hmm.
Jazz were here watching a lot of the games this week for Champions League and a lot of the news that went on in the Premier League. But one of our fellow co-hosts here take decided to take 2 weeks off to go to Burning Man to
Bur-
go freaking God knows what, listen to music or
It
he was
was
on a
my.
spiritual journey, I think he
I
was.
was Chucky, but it was my 25th anniversary.
Well,
So
congratulations
we
to your
all know that
25th.
on your anniversary, you're not allowed to watch football. You got to plan a trip, plan a
Yeah.
ceremony. You got to go on the trip.
Yep.
You can barely use your phone on that trip.
Jeez, you were monking it up over
Oh
there,
yeah,
huh?
Jazz is over here like, oh, you didn't text me one time while you were on vacation, Dad. I was
You
like,
sent me a photo of a McDonald's.
that's what you deserve.
The
The
only
photo of
picture
McDonald's.
that Jazz received from his father this week is a picture of
A teal
a teal
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Yes.
So, but I'm glad that Ralph's back, but he missed everything and anything. But we're gonna try to catch him up on some of the games that happened in Champions League and see what his thoughts are, and even going forward, what who's gonna win the next round, because the next round of matchups in the Champions League are gonna be pretty crazy. A lot of big hitters are left, so anybody can win it this time. Um, what game did we did watch a little bit of highlights before the pod today, and you got to see one team play in particular that you wanted to watch. You saw a little bit of that Barcelona Newcastle game. What'd you think of it? The second leg of it
Well, it was what
in
it was a
Camp
bit
Nou.
and Camp Nou. By the way, you see that beautiful stadium, and then they show the outside of it, and you see these giant cranes because they're still not done with it.
Yeah,
It kind of sucks, but I mean, it is what it was supposed to be. It was Barcelona. You're like, well, there's no way it's gonna be 1-1 tie, and it's gonna stay like that. You knew they were gonna come out and like, yeah, we're Barcelona. We're not gonna let this mid-tier Premier League team, come out and like beat us
sorry,
or
George.
yeah, sorry, George, but yeah, it is what it is. You have the best team, one of the top teams in the world, and they weren't just gonna roll over and let you have something.
Hmm.
So they just put a beating on them, and that's that. They just outplayed them. They gave them a little bit here and there when they scored a couple of goals, but it was just Barcelona being Barcelona.
Different classes.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
I
it
was,
is.
yeah,
Different class.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oof. Rafinha, another incredible performance. I know we're gonna be doing another pod about World Cup, but I think Rafinha is really finding form at the right time. Him, Vinny, a lot of the Brazilians are finding their form at the right time.
Yeah, a little hint there. The Brazilians are finding their form.
Yep, they're definitely finding their form. One of the other games that we watched, Jazz, we even caught a little bit of glimpse of that. We're like, oh, that team is still dangerous. That Bayern Atalanta series couldn't even call it a
Could you
series.
call it a series?
I
Or
mean, it
was
was
the
pretty much a massacre.
Yeah.
Yeah, they tapped him on the shoulder once. Um, Jazz, what'd you think of Bayern this Champions League, especially against Atalanta?
I think they just dominated the whole game. I mean, it's like if Atalanta were missing like 5 people from injury, but
Ooh,
like 10, what, like 10-1 on
10-2.
aggregate.
10-2, yeah,
10-2 on
It doesn't
aggregate.
matter.
10-2
10
on
something.
aggregate is just
yeah,
crazy. Especially in the Champions League game against like, for example, I would, if it was like a Bodo Glimt team
mm-hmm,
or like a Sporting, then it seems more like okay.
mm-hmm.
But a Serie A team is just crazy.
One of the better teams in Serie A too, and for them to get matched up with Bayern and then get absolutely like destroyed like that is just like heartbreaking for a lot of Italian fans.
But we've seen
Well,
it as well with Bayern multiple times.
Yeah,
Just this Champions League season alone, we've seen it that it was like just just them killing over and over again.
I think City had the most
Don't start
goals
with
in one
City.
game, right? Didn't they have like an 10 or 11 goal game against a team in
I don't
the
think that was
Champions?
in Champions.
It wasn't Champions?
That was like
You told me that
That was
last
like
time.
that was like
you
FA
how
Cup.
you
it
told me that in
was.
confidence once.
Yeah, you told me that in confidence. Gladiator reference, by the way. But yeah, I mean, I feel bad for Chuck there. He wanted somebody from Serie A to be represented, and I don't know if that's exactly what you wanted to see.
Yeah,
I mean, if it was like 5-4 on aggregate, you'd be like, okay, well, it was
Yeah, at
It was
least
a good effort.
Yeah, yeah.
But you lose 10-2, 4-0, and then what,
6-1.
6-2?
6-1.
6-1. Yeah.
4-1.
Oh, 4-1, 6-1.
Mm.
For two top tier teams, you expect a little bit more than that. I mean,
Bayern goes all the way, and who's their
well,
who's
I,
gonna
I
be
did say
their
that months ago,
yeah,
like
but
in
who's gonna be their
October.
player that you're like, that's the guy? You know what I mean?
Everybody's that
That's what I'm
guy.
saying. It's so
Everybody's
hard.
that guy.
It's so hard with
Look
that
at
Bayern
Luis
team.
Diaz. You know, he had that nice little pass. Uh, everybody scored. Everybody's dangerous. Didn't Harry Kane not even play that game?
Which game?
That last game?
The one against Atalanta 4-1.
Yeah, he didn't play
He
one of
played.
those
Yeah,
two.
he hit the penalty. Remember they
Ah.
remember the guy jumped
then
off
the
the
other goal?
line. Yeah, and then they
Oh yeah, the other
yeah
goal. Okay.
yeah the nasty
Okay, then it was a
disgusting
Bundesliga game that he
one.
didn't play.
Yeah,
Oh.
but that's how dangerous Bayern is. Like they don't even have to
Yeah, it's
have
like you don't. You
their
see people
11
on
is just interchangeable. It's like put whoever out. Vincent Company just goes he goes to the locker room. Is like, you go out there. That's you could do that every time. Kimmich didn't even play in this. Like you have Pavlovich and you have Stanic and you have all these players.
Stanisic.
Yeah, you that Bayern team, you can put anybody out there in any position and be like, you got it right.
Dude,
Like,
it's
all right,
so stacked. Like you lose track of the game. You're like, I thought Elise wasn't playing. Then all of a sudden you get a ball to the wing and he scores it or he assists.
you don't even need Elise sometimes because you have Carl on the outside, and
Yeah.
it's just like, well, I don't have Elise, but just put Carl out there, and Carl had a nice goal against Atalanta as well, and it's just like
It's
great.
It's like you have so many weapons and they always show up at different times. It's I told you back then. I
Mhm.
said this Bayern team is very dangerous,
Yeah,
and that was when Carl still wasn't even
playing.
He
Yeah.
wasn't playing yet.
Mm-hmm. That like I think we were talking about it. Like everybody on that entire team, they all know how to use their feet. There's no like weak link where you're like, yeah, there it is
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah, with us watching today, the Man City game,
Mm-hmm.
Holland receiving the ball with the back to the goal,
Mm-hmm.
he can't really do much with it. He's
Mhm.
Give me a through pass, and
Yeah.
I'll beat that guy. I'll
Mhm.
push him out of the way, and I'll beat him to the ball.
Yeah.
But if you have to dribble and make a move, he doesn't have that. And Harry Kane doesn't have his speed or his power,
Mm-hmm.
but he's got the footwork
And the IQ.
and the IQ. Oh
Yeah, he's
my God,
so
he's
good, so good.
so-
He's like a really just like old school midfielder where you're like, I don't even see the passes, and he's just so like he never loses possession, never has a bad touch, very clinical.
And he's probably one of the best players this whole year. But I don't know if he's gonna get the credit because he's on that Bayern.
That's what I'm
team.
saying. It sucks for this Bayern team because it's like, well, it
Yeah.
all depends on this World Cup. I think who's gonna win the Balloon d'Or.
Yeah.
Because if Elise in France and Elise has a nice time, you could be like, well,
Yeah, but
Harry.
if France wins it, it's gonna be Mbappe. It's not
Yeah.
gonna be Elise.
Yeah, but I mean, how could you give it to Mbappe if his team doesn't even? He's been absent this whole year with Real Madrid, and then he's gonna win the Ballon d'Or because he had that France team is stacked to the gills as well.
Yeah, but what is England gonna win the World Cup? So Harry Kane's gonna have that
I hope they get to the semis. That's all I'm hoping for.
if they get to the semis.
That's my boy Thomas
maybe.
Tuchel, and he's a good coach. That France coach is already his job's already over. He knows he's done. So he's giving the reins to Zinedine Zidane, and he's done. So like they kind of just might go on talent alone, but that's another video for another time. That World Cup,
Yeah.
that France, England, and Brazil matchup. So one of the other games that I wanted to shout out to my little brother. Caleb is a big PSG fan. Not that he
Not that
watches
he
too many
watches
games
it.
to watch too many games, but he tries to catch as many as he can, or at least get the highlights on TikTok. But I told him I would wear a PSG jersey if they beat us that bad, and they did beat us that bad. I mean, another team that we're
You
talking
probably
about,
should have worn that
Bayern-
with no pants because your team lost so bad.
Yeah, I got that. That Bayern team is disgusting, but that PSG team, good luck trying to beat that
I
team
told
too,
you,
because that team is
either
nasty.
either Bayern's gonna. I know Bayern's gonna take this, but if they don't, I really think PSG's gonna win it again back to back.
Disgusting team. And if Luis Enrique, there's reports that he might leave and go go coach at Man United, be ready because that's gonna be something else.
But they're doing so good with that coach they have at Man
I know,
United. Why
but
would you get rid of him?
Carrick, a lot of people have been talking about them wanting that. He's just like a end of the season guy, which sucks for him because I think he's a great
Yeah, but
coach.
he's killing it. Why are you gonna pay somebody probably at least 10 times more than
Yeah.
what you already have?
Yep.
And what if it backfires? You can't just get Carrick back. Be like, hey, sorry, bud, can you come back and
That's the risk you take, I guess, because there a lot
Yeah.
of people are saying he Carrick can get you to the dance, but Luis can get you there and win the whole thing. If Luis can make that Man United team, look what he did to a PSG team that, like, okay, they just lost Mbappe, they just lost all these different things, and he made them one of the
Yeah, I
most.
remember we are talking about that. We're like, PSG's gonna disappear. They're
Yeah,
they're done.
yep, 2 years. He wanted to come be a coach at Chelsea, and he had this whole game plan about like, okay, this is how I want to do it, and we were like, no, no, we're gonna get Mauricio Pochettino.
Pochettino.
We got we got that chipmunk that coaches the United States to come coach us, but we said no to Julian Nagelsmann and Luis Enrique. But
It seemed
Luis,
like a good idea at the time, right?
no, it did
No?
not seem like a good idea. Mauricio Pochettino, that's never won a single trophy at Spurs, to come coach Chelsea. Yeah, no, thank you. Give me Luis Enrique. But going back to the point that Luis Enrique in 2 years, he took a PSG team that's like, oh well, no Mbappe, Dembele's injured. There was no such thing as a Doué. There was no such thing as a Bradley. They were playing, but they weren't like, no one knew who they were. They didn't get enough playing time. In 2 years, this PSG team has won every trophy they could win, and now they might do it again. Not every single trophy, but they can win Champions League again, and they have a chance to win League one more time again. So like Luis Enrique, if you want to get to the next level, Man United might be looking at him as well. Um, One of the other games that happened, sad sad for us to see, but Bodo got absolutely obliterated. I know that's one of your teams, Ralph, but what'd you think of Bodo getting absolutely obliterated in the second leg?
Well, I feel like
5-3 on aggregate.
5-3 in aggregate.
And they were up 3-0.
Yeah, they were up 3-0. So this is kind of like the controversy with fans and their football teams. Bodo Glimt has never been in Champions League, right? You have a 3-0 league, a 3-0 lead going into the second leg. Being a team that small, you kind of want to say, you know what, let's just play defense. Let's park the bus
Mhm.
and hopefully
Wait, hold up. Jazz, what do they need to do again, Jazz?
Park the bus.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, they need to park the bus.
they need to park the bus. But as a fan, you don't want to see that. But I didn't get to see the game, and I don't know if they try to go on the attack early. Because if they would have scored one early, I think that game would have been
Yeah, it would
way
have been.
different.
They would have been dead.
But like you said, they scored two. Sporting did, and then you're like, okay, now we got to play back because they're getting close. But then they just kept coming and coming and coming. They couldn't stop it.
Yeah,
Like the
the
doctor says, you just
momentum.
couldn't stop the bleeding,
Yeah,
and they just died. I mean,
they looked at their coach, and their coach was like, "Me."
yeah.
It's like, yeah, dude, we don't have a game plan for this.
By the
And
way,
then
that's
park the bus.
it. You gotta
Yeah,
use
they
that low
really
voice.
should have parked the bus on this one,
Yeah.
but they tried parking the bus too late, and it didn't work. So too sad to see Bodo get out, but I'm sure we'll see them again in the future. And another shout out to another World Cup video that we're going to be doing. That team, we might see them in the World Cup again, but with the guy up front that actually can put the ball in the net. Like
Sometimes
what player is that, Jess? Ralph
Haaland,
Holland. If
this guy.
with him being on that Bodo Glint team, just imagine how fun that team could
Well,
be.
yeah, you can add him. You can add Oscar Bob. You know,
Mhm.
I don't know if he's gonna make it or not, but
He'll make the team, but I
who
think they
else? Isn't I mean, I know you
Hoyland.
don't like. Is it Hoyland?
Hoyland, that's in Napoli.
Is he the other Norwegian? Or I thought
think
it was
he's
like
Denmark.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I
Hoyland
think it
is-
was. It was
No, 'cause-
Sorloth, isn't it? He's also from Norway.
I think so.
Yeah, because
I
there's
think that's
Sorloth
it.
and then there's Hoyland. Because I'm pretty sure Hoyland.
They're both from
They're-
Norway.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I know my.
Which one, Jess?
Hoyland that
Is
plays
what?
at Napoli.
Uh-huh.
I'm
He's
pretty
what?
sure he's Norwegian.
Norwegian? Norwegian? Yeah.
Yeah, he's Norwegian.
He's from Norway.
We'll circle back, and I can't wait to talk about World Cup because
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
a
we'll do
lot
that
of
back then.
big things going. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Um, we're just gonna have a rule here on the pod that um, no phones on the pod.
No phones on the pod. You had it all
Jesus.
last week when we were doing games.
I'm the host.
Oh,
I'm above.
the rules are different for you.
I'm
man.
Kendall Roy.
Kindle.
Um,
I'm Shiv, by the way.
great. But one of the other games that I wanted to talk about, kind of touch base with again, was another Champions League game, obviously, because you missed a lot this week.
I did
Last
miss a
2
lot.
weeks, a lot of big games and stuff. But Liverpool taking out Galatasaray, and I was really excited to see. I really wanted to see Galatasaray win this to move on Galatasaray PSG, what I thought would have been
Right.
an interesting game. But
Well, before we get into Galatasaray Liverpool, what
Mhm.
happened?
He's from Denmark.
he's from
I-
Denmark.
It's 'cause
That's
of
what I
the
thought. It
O.
was
So
from
it's
Denmark.
So
Yeah,
it's Sorloth that's from Norway.
Sorloth. Yeah,
then.
I go Sorloth. Yeah,
It's because the O in his name. Is,
yeah.
Hoyland. Yeah, they sound the same. They're probably from the same region, just not from the same country. So,
Mhm. Yeah.
so we're going into which I wanted to talk to you about because I did watch. I finished watching a game, and it was just it was ESPN. They have people. I think it was the ex goalie. Who was his name? The guy you don't like from the USA.
I'm all the way lost. Howard.
Howard.
Tim Howard.
Tim
yeah.
Howard. So
Mhm.
they're doing an after show on ESPN after I watched. I forgot what football game I watched.
Okay.
So they're talking, and then they bring out this guy who's bald guy. I guess he's all Galatasaray. Like I don't know if he's a podcaster or something,
Mhm.
but they brought him on. The guys are like, oh yeah, everything, his background, Galatasaray. He's like, Victor Osimhen's gonna take us into, and he's like, I told everybody we're gonna put a beating on Liverpool,
Mhm.
but that didn't happen, right?
No, it was ended up being 4-1.
4-1.
So then it ended, I think 5-2
5-2 on aggregate.
on aggregate. Yeah. So
So Liverpool
Galatasaray.
didn't score the first game. The first leg.
Okay. So then they beat them.
4-2.
Oh, it was 0-1, right? After 1-0.
1-0.
1-0 in the first.
So then what
leg,
did it end up being?
4-1 on
4-1.
4-1 on the second one. So
Mm.
it was
4-2.
4-2 on
4-2.
aggregate.
Yeah. So Liverpool was able to take them out, which I was
Did
already
you
kind
see
of
it?
sad.
Because I didn't. That would
I did, yeah. My friend is a big Galatasaray fan. Caesar from work he's actually, I think, his family or somebody.
They're
is
from
from
Turkey,
I'm not sure, but he's a big Galatasaray fan. He's like,
which is not
Galatasaray."
normal here
Yeah,
in the
no,
U.S.
he was all
People don't even know teams from the Premier League,
Yeah,
let
he was-
alone Galatasaray.
Yeah,
from
Galatasaray.
Turkey.
I didn't even know about them for a while before they came into Champions League, and also some of the guys I've known have gone there. But seeing Galatasaray, Caesar was a big fan of, and he was jacked up for it because we had to remember the first leg was in Anfield.
Right.
Okay, so then the second leg was in Galatasaray in Turkey,
Oh, okay.
and Liverpool walked into there, and
put a little beating on them.
yeah,
Well, tell me about
This-
the game
this-
because I wanna know what this guy did.
he didn't do much.
He didn't do much.
You know who was the big- you
Is
know
that
who was
why
the-
you're turning? It
I'm
around?
turning it around because he really didn't do much. But Dominic Salzfly again showed him
I love that
disgusting player. They even
guy. What
had
did
him.
he do? Tell me what.
He even had. I think he had a goal, and I think he had an assist, but I'm not sure. At the end of the game, they interviewed him with Steven Gerrard,
Mhm.
Liverpool legend, and he's like, "Oh, you guys have a lot of similarities." And Steven Gerrard being one of England's greatest players, and not only midfielders but players.
and he's
you know,
English.
Yeah,
Okay.
and Dominic was like, "Oh yeah, we're pretty similar," and Gerard was like, "I think he's actually better," and I was like, "That's big praise coming from that guy."
Right.
And that Liverpool team just dismantled them by having Hugo, Verts. They all kind of came to play this time.
What did
which
Birch do? Because I'm a big Birch fan. But
didn't do a
Floating
lot.
Verts.
I mean,
No?
didn't do
he didn't stand out in
no,
a
a lot
giant
of
play.
it was deep. Liverpool played really hard defense, and they moved the ball.
They pressure a lot,
Yeah,
or-
they played like how Liverpool played last year when they
Mhm.
won the Premier League. Where I was like, man, everything flows. The ball's boom, 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 like constantly moving and even Big Fat Mo. uh,
Big
m-
Fat Mo.
big
That's a
uh
nice name that we use for
yeah,
Big Fat Mo.
that's because he's a big game player,
Yeah,
Mo.
and
He's
he's
a
not
big
that big, and
yeah,
he's not fat, but
he's not a fat guy, but he's a big
he
player,
plays big.
you know, and he played really well. He had a goal. So Liverpool played the way they did and they took him out, but just wanted to go back like how crappy, you know, Galatasaray getting bounced out because we could have had Galatasaray PSG in the next round. You know, but we did get a different matchup and me and Jazz were just talking about it. Liverpool PSG. And what do you think about that matchup, Jess?
I think it's like a reminder of what happened to Liverpool last year in Champions when, because we were saying Liverpool they're gonna be
Oh
that they're
yeah.
gonna go to the final, and
Mm-hmm.
everybody said that, and well, PSG beat them and went all the way to the final. I
How
think
bad did they like barely win, or
they
what was it?
penalties.
Oh, they win the
Yeah,
penalties of all that.
yeah,
Dewey
Liverpool lost.
scored the last penalty
I
to make
think I
them win.
remember watching that. I
Yeah, that one
rewatched
was
that. Yeah.
yeah, and that's gonna be good. Good matchup.
Yeah,
So
but I
Different
think
teams
like
though, right? Because Liverpool's a little bit
a
different
little
with
bit different, yeah.
they're way different now. I
because
mean,
Yeah.
because PSG's the same team pretty much.
PSG's the same. I think
So they changed a little
besides
bit,
Jerome,
but they're all
their goalkeeper.
the goalkeeper is the
Oh,
big
no,
one.
Donny Ruma. That's right.
No,
Yeah.
That's the only big
No,
one, though,
John
right?
Luigi.
No, Gianluigi.
but like it's just like a run back of last season's Champions League
Hmm.
round of 16.
Yeah, that's gonna be a great matchup. I'm glad that you brought that up because yeah, they did go to penalties
Oh,
and PSG skated by. So we'll see if
yeah,
they
but
get the
I
revenge.
mean, last
Good
year.
Darwin Nunez too. He
Oh,
Oh
hit the
yeah,
post.
they
Darwin
had
Ewan.
Darwin and
Yeah.
Luis Diaz, so
Yeah.
that's a big loss.
Yeah.
And this was a Liverpool team that won Premier League,
Mhm.
so now they're
And now
not
they're
gonna
like
win it. They're
in
not as
And
dominant.
seventh
look out
place,
for
I
this
think.
PSG team. Bradley's is scoring goals now.
Bradley Barcola, that's
You know
my
what I
dog
mean?
right
It's
there,
like
Bradley
these.
Barcola.
Nuno Mendes scored against Monaco this weekend,
You said he
and
never scores, by the way.
he scores a little screamer here and there. He's
Yeah.
not that crazy. And Dembele, when he finds
But
form,
you'll take him on your team, though, right?
I would not take.
You would not take Nuno Mendes.
No, I'm not a big Portuguese guy.
Oh, you're a big Portuguese guy. I know you are.
Don't think so.
But this is the guy who now loves Bruno Fernandes.
I said one nice thing. Let me just say this right here. I'm not a Bruno Fernandez fan. I was like, you know who I'm coming around to? I'm just spinning around.
I'm gonna spin
I'm
around. Next year, it's gonna be like, oh, that Declan Rice guy's pretty
Yo,
good. That's what he's gonna
It'll
say
be a
next
cold
year.
day in hell, Jazz. It'll be a cold day in hell if that ever happens. But yeah, Bruno Fernandez, he does his own thing over there.
He does a lot of things, by the way.
But yeah, it's gonna be a fun matchup. Do you think? What do you think about that matchup, Ralph? Liverpool, PSG.
Like I said, last year Liverpool, they were champions in the Premier League. They had, like I said, Luis Darwin, big time players, big time scorers.
Mm-hmm.
They lost that. They got Ekiteke, but he's too young.
Mm-hmm. He's actually injured now.
Is he injured? So
Yeah, poor guy.
I see PSG.
And
walking through 'em?
also, Mo's fallen off a bit ever since last season.
Yeah,
Oh,
Mo
yeah,
Salah's not
big-
the same guy. Yeah, he's not
he's
scoring
definitely
as much.
he's starting to act like Big Fat Mo now.
He's starting to act like the guy after he took that Christmas picture, right? Isn't that the big thing?
Oh yeah,
Like he always
Mo
takes
Mo
that.
Salah after Christmas is
Oh,
where he's
yeah.
starting to
Yeah,
look
it's Mo
like.
Salah after
Gosh
Christmas.
darn it! But
So I like I said, I think PSG is going to be in the final. So
Mhm.
whoever they face, they're going to be in the final. I think.
I'll bring it up just for giggles here. But Arsenal beat Leverkusen like anybody cares. I don't think anybody in this table really cares about that matchup.
I
was
kind of
like,
care
eh.
just
it was
because.
the lowest goal scoring game
yeah,
with Arsenal being how they were in Champions League, the league.
What was
like,
the
yeah,
final tally on that?
2-1.
2-1 on
yeah.
aggregate.
Yeah, 2-1 in aggregate.
I think
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
3-1.
Yeah, I think they
Might
scored
have
two.
been. Oh yeah. Because it was 2-0, and then they scored one the first leg. So yeah, 3-1.
3-1.
Yeah, that game doesn't really matter. It's
Yeah, no one
Arsenal.
cares about that one.
The
We
only
did-
thing I cared about was a lot of time during these games where people don't think that team matters or they don't have what it takes. I would have loved to see like Grimaldo lift his team and beat
Would've never done it.
Arsenal. But I know he didn't have it in him, and he's not that type of guy. He's not scoring. I thought he said no goals, by the way.
I'm just checking this game. I'm just checking the score.
The score you just you're gonna see
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
They
yeah.
don't have
There was one more.
23-24 Leverkusen
Who were they?
when they
23,
went
24.
unbeaten.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're talking about that whole team. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean they lost Florian, but they lost a few players.
They lost like everybody.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How
They only
cool?
have like 4 people left on
Yeah,
that
how
team.
cool would it have been to see Grimaldo, pick up his team like Sadio Mane did in the.
It's such a
By the
different.
way, that whole thing,
Yeah, I know.
I I didn't know anything about it, and I asked Jazz. I'm like, what is this? He's like, I don't know. But I guess now Morocco won,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
and
Yeah, because Senegal
Senegal
like got like
yeah. They said they forfeited or
because they
whatever.
walked off the field.
Yeah, I think so. That's what I read. But good luck getting the freaking go. Good luck getting their medals from them. They're not gonna
Yeah,
give it
nobody's
up.
gonna want that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyways, yeah. But yeah, I would have loved to see Leverkusen win, not only to take out Arsenal and take them out of the picture, but yeah, just to see Grimaldo kind of like
I
get
think
up
he's in line
there.
for a big move. I hope in
I
the
hope
summer.
so.
Yeah,
He needs it because they dismantled that team and he was the only guy that was left.
yeah.
Unless they buy a whole different batch of players, but I don't think they have that type of money to
No,
do
I don't
that.
think so.
So
No,
not
yeah.
anymore.
yeah,
I'm a big fan of Grimaldo, and I hope he gets some PT at the World Cup. I hope he gets called up. I hope he gets some playing time. It's gonna be hard. Cancelo's back. Um, oh no, he plays.
Cancelo,
Spain.
Grimaldo's Spanish, by
Yeah,
the
no,
way.
yeah, but Cancelo is.
I don't. He's
He's
Portuguese.
Portuguese.
Cancelo's
Okay, yeah,
Yeah, he's from
yeah.
Portugal.
Well, he has a hard way to get into the team with Cook being back there, and then even some of the guys. Um,
Grimaldo's not a left back though.
yeah, but they had to remember
they have
that's the
to
reason
move.
why Grimaldo didn't play was because of Cook.
Oh, okay.
So
But they moved into left mid now. But you have Nico Williams on that side too.
yeah.
And
So it's gonna
everybody
be
else.
it's good. I mean, you can take that Barcelona team and be like, that team's going to the Spain.
Yeah,
It's hard for Grimaldo, but I really hope he gets some playing time and he gets a big move after the World Cup. He plays well, gets a big move, and we get to see him more often. I would even love to see him in Premier League, see him more often and get some PT somewhere. I think we want to jump over to Spurs Athletic,
Ooh.
another team that we need as many English teams to go on as we can so I can get that fifth spot for Champions League.
But you're
And
in sixth place.
yeah, I'm in sixth place right now, but I really need that fifth spot because if not, it's all gonna be for nothing. And to see Spurs get bounced out like that, I think Jasmine and me were even talking about it while you were gone. Like Spurs played well today, but just didn't have enough. Even they still lost. So what were you saying about that Spurs um athletic game, Jess?
Well, the score was 3-2, right?
Mm-hmm.
The only reason why they didn't go into extra time was because Atleti got that 2 goals. If they didn't, then Spurs would have tied 5-5
Which is
on
pretty crazy.
aggregate, which would have been taken up to extra time. But Atleti barely scraped by with 2 goals.
I think Julian hit one too.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
explain to me. So the first leg was what was the score in the first leg?
5-3.
5-3
No,
for
5-2.
Athletic.
5-2. 5-2 for Atleti. And then this game. Wait.
Did you miss the first game?
I don't remember watching it.
Yeah, they
No,
won. They won. I think it was
5.
5-2.
No, I
5-2.
I watched it. Yeah, I watched
Yeah,
that
because
game.
then this
Yeah.
game was
Yeah,
I
like
just don't remember the score.
So
Mhm.
it was 5-2 on aggregate, Atleti winning this, and then the game that they just played on Tuesday and Wednesday, that one ended in 3-2.
3-2 Spurs.
3-2 is Spurs winning, but they didn't move on because of aggregate score, which
Oh,
was
yeah.
7-5.
Oh, okay. So
Mhm.
they still won. So they won the game, or
But
like they say, they won the battle,
they
but they
won-
lost the war.
Yeah, they won
Pretty
the
much.
game, but didn't
They didn't move
qualify.
on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But Spurs played pretty well, right, Jazz? We were talking about Javi Simmons. We're talking
Xavi
about that.
Simmons scored.
Yeah, and like they look like they were
I
a
haven't seen him
team.
score in a
I
long time.
know. He's gonna be.
Well,
He'll
did
be.
Richarlison
He'll
play
be.
or did he?
I think
Did he
he
get some
did.
PT?
I think he actually did score. I think he did score.
They did score.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna have a great time bagging in goals in the championship next year. So
yeah.
they'll be Gucci in next
Yeah,
year.
but you said they can't take all those players. Don't they have to sell
They
off?
have to sell. Yeah, a lot of
They
them
have to
will
sell
have
the
to
most
go.
paying ones.
Yeah, the
What?
most paying ones.
Those are going to be all the Xavi
Richarlison,
Simmons, Richarlison.
jeez.
Xavi Simmons might because he just got signed.
Yeah, he might have to go.
Yeah. So they're not really going to be
I hope,
kicking the door down there.
I hope they get to go play in Champions win
That would be
championships.
hilarious. Like you said, I want to see Luton Town playing in
Yeah,
that big old stadium.
stadium. Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. Sheffield Wednesday, Sheffield Thursday.
On a Saturday.
Sheffield Wednesday is actually getting relegated. By
Oh,
the way.
man.
Oh, they're getting
that's crazy,
relegated
yeah.
from
Because they
Championship League.
deducted 18 points.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
There's a big thing about those point deductions. Yeah.
Crazy,
So
but
did Leicester with 6 points.
I
so
know.
they're
Poor
going back
Leicester.
down.
I love Leicester.
They're going down to the third division.
Well, ever since they got rid of their boy, who was
Jamie
that guy?
Vardy.
Jamie
Enzo
Vardy.
Maresca.
No, Jamie Vardy.
Enzo Maresca was the
Maresca.
coach.
Yes, but Jamie Vardy was the player.
Jeez. Alrighty, let's. I think there's another couple
Moving
good games that
on.
we
There
wanted to
was the
talk about.
Barcelona.
The Barcelona Newcastle. We talked about that one yet or no?
No,
I
we
thought we
haven't.
did.
No, we haven't talked about Barcelona.
We didn't talk about your boys over there.
No, we just said. I mean, it was a beating, right? that was like the whole conversation.
This that wanted to just touch base with George over there. I know we like to bag on the poor guy, but hey, look at
Hey, George.
like Jazz says, oil team. So you'll
At
get
least
your
you're
money.
good at your job, George.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm glad to see. I did want to talk about that Barcelona team though. Hansi Flick, coach of the year or what?
Yep.
Incredible
Whoa,
stuff.
that was quick.
Yeah, that's all you
Deserves
need
it.
to know. He does
Wait,
it
wait, wait.
with the least amount of money and just
Are we
dominates
talking
teams.
about
Here.
league wide?
league wide? I
league
mean,
wide.
the whole thing.
The whole thing. He
You think
deserves
so?
it. Yeah.
Who is it?
else?
Arteta?
Think Arteta would get it for just because he
Please.
gets first out of the 8 years he's been
I
there?
know you guys don't like him, but he's been killing it.
Oh,
I mean,
no,
hey,
for the love
Hey,
of
Just
Pete.
because,
The thing
he's
is-
there in first place after being in second for so many years, it doesn't even matter.
He
Yeah,
bought
He
one.
don't matter.
He's had a budget
But
of $1 billion
I
and
don't
has
think
no
he'll
silverware.
win it because they lost to Man City today.
Yeah.
Well,
They
City
just lost
isn't
it.
getting it either.
No, I'm not talking about City, but what about let's see.
If
Luis
you don't
Enrique?
have a
What
coach
about-
on
what
the
about
top
the
of your
Bodo guy?
if you don't have a coach on the top of your head better than Hansi Flick, I think the only person you can ever say is probably Vincent Company.
That's the thing I was
the
thinking
cow.
of.
Oh, Vincent Company.
Show the cow, Ralph. Yeah, there's the cow.
That's Vincent Company.
He looked just like that today. He looked just like that.
I think
Yeah,
those
I
will be
think they're the
top
only two teams.
Vincent
Yeah,
Company
if you-
for how dominant he is.
Yeah, I
and
think
then
I agree,
Barcelona just because he had no money. to
Yeah,
And
but
he's
Barcelona's
still-
been up and down though a
No,
lot.
but they
They're
were
still
in the
doing
league.
good.
They won.
They're in the
They're gonna
league.
win the league,
yeah, they
And
were
they're
down
still
1 point
dominating
a week ago.
and they're still dominating Champions League with no money. They
Why?
put a beating
Yeah,
on
But
10-2
money doesn't
Newcastle.
matter. They're talking about the
Money-
best manager.
Yeah,
Yes,
the best
and Hansi
manager
Flick is
has to be
Hansi-
Hansi
Hansi Flick. All right, Hansi Flick. I'll go for that guy.
Hansi Flick.
Hansi Flick didn't get it last year either.
And
'Cause
he's
at
not
least
getting it
Enrique-
because
Oh,
Vincent Company's
please.
gonna get it this
No.
You
year.
didn't even know about Vincent
I
Company a couple
forgot.
seconds
Think
ago.
about him.
Bayern is like the team.
He
this
forgot
year.
about
Yeah,
it
they're-
because you
they're
don't even
team.
know.
Because they're so good, you don't even think about it. But you
Yeah.
know
They're
what?
so
You know
good
what's funny
think
though?
You don't think about it. It should be the opposite.
You should be
You're
already
right.
new.
Well, I'm still sticking with Vincent Company.
Yeah, of
But let me
course.
throw this out there now that we're talking about the coaches up here.
Show the pig.
So we got show the pig. Who's the pig? Oh,
Arne
that's Arne
Slot.
Slot.
God
Vincent
damn it.
Company, Pep Guardiola,
Mhm,
Giuseppe, Mikel Arteta,
mhm.
and Luis Enrique.
They need a switch.
Yeah, and the funny part is if you take the rooster who's Arteta, if you take those glasses off, you see some red eyes under there because of the
No.
loss today.
Yeah.
You see
They
some red
Arsenal,
eyes.
thank goodness. It was a good Sunday for me. Good Sunday for Ralph. Good Sunday
It's always a
uh,
good Sunday for me.
for Jazzy. No meat.
No meat.
Good Sunday. But to see Pep and
It's
City.
Good Sunday. We just ate Arnie Sloth this morning. Man.
I'm happy to see City dominate Arsenal in the FA is it the FA Cup or the the FA Cup.
Carabao.
Today was the Carabao?
Yeah.
Carabao.
Because it was the green patch.
Okay, yeah. To see them dominate and shout out Nico O'Reilly, really stepped up today. He's been stepped up all
This whole year. This
Yeah.
whole year.
Great player. So
I mean, he's been asked to play midfielder and left back, and
Incredible.
he's been great.
he's
Not only defensively, but he's scoring.
he's
like-
tough.
Yeah.
I was big on him a little bit, but not as big as you were. And you were like, no, Chuck. Like I get Reece James, but Nico O'Reilly could do more with like he's just doing a lot. And I was like, I get it. I was like, but he doesn't really score. Was my argument.
Yeah.
And then he's been on a tear since then.
And
So,
and also now that he's been moved to midfielder,
mhm.
I mean, you see the guy's footwork. The guy's tall. He's
Oh yeah,
big.
he can move.
He's got footwork. He's
Yeah,
got some moves.
he's
Like he.
clean.
Oh yeah.
He's clean.
Like
I
you're like, oh my god, he's gonna lose the ball, and he just
tough.
yeah he moves
People
around
bounce
and
off of him. And he's just moving with his, and he does this thing with his head. He kind of like bobs, like he's doing like a bobbing motion. I don't know if it's just his hair, but when he does that, he like
bobbing is
gets
like this.
low to the ground. He gets low to the ground and like he's always looking. I don't know. He's just a tough player. I'm a huge fan of his. Big fan. Hopefully, I don't want to hear any Ben Whites or any Timbers or anybody about
Timber.
right back, left backs, anything. I think Nico O'Reilly has solidified himself as one of the best full backs in the entire league. I think he's been ace this year. Um, I think there's another couple games that man, it's hard to you miss so much, so it's kind of hard to catch back up to
Jesus.
everything.
So
But
it's my
We
fault.
talked about Barcelona, Spurs, the Porto Clips, then we also talked about Arsenal, then we have the PSG
Oh, we didn't
game.
talk about Man City getting
yeah,
their
man.
booty handed to by one giant
Two,
Federico Valverde.
two people.
In the that's the
Yeah,
first leg and the second.
Yeah,
leg.
but
Two people. We're talking about
yes,
the
Vinny
second leg.
scored in the second
leg. We're
leg.
talking about the
yes.
second
He
leg,
went like
not
this.
the
Are
Blah,
we?
blah,
first.
blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, he did that. That's not good. No, just kidding. but no, this whole 2 legs didn't matter because Federico Valverde took Man City's heart in that first game. He just ripped it out of them. He beat that whole team by himself. He played defense.
Federico Valverde, Nico O'Reilly, the Nico
Oh
O'Reilly.
no.
Yeah,
Oh
he,
yeah.
it's the same. He did the same. Like defended well, scored well, played in as that position. And
Yes, but no. Federico Valverde was 10 times.
you didn't even see the goals.
No. I saw that game.
Oh, okay. You saw the goals.
Yeah. I saw the goals.
They
They
were.
were.
They
He had
were,
some moves and he hit. O'Reilly got the goalie dropped the ball and he got a head on it. First goal. Second goal was a header off of a little center from Turkey.
Yeah.
Valverde, like he was dribbling almost from mid pitch and made moves, and his goals were just something that we don't expect from him. He doesn't do that.
Yeah.
But that's what a great player does, and I'm glad he's a South American. By the way, I love when we get those good players from South America. But that's what I wanted Grimaldo to do. Like that's the type of performance that I wanted him to have. Not because it's like, oh, Grimaldo sucks. No, he's a great player. But Valverde just solidified as like, I don't have a team right now. I'm the leader.
Yeah.
I'm a left back, or right? He's a left back.
Who?
Right back.
Valverde, right back.
Yeah,
He's a right.
I always
he's
forget
somewhere in the
my
back.
sides. My sides. Yeah.
I think he played as midfielder in that game sometimes.
Yeah,
But-
he's the best, one of the best midfielders in the world.
Yeah,
And
and
it's
for
crazy
him
for him to come.
to go over there, play defense, just do everybody's job, and he put it all on his shoulders, and he just.
I think there's a reason why Tony Kroos said he's next. Like Kroos was definitely gave him a lot of the reins.
A guy can see, like you can see a guy that has that.
And
Potential.
I think he even gets the captain's armband of Valverde,
I would
which is
hope.
pretty crazy.
I would hope he does.
Yeah, he's a great player.
Yeah.
And he definitely took City's lunch money, and then Vinny capped it off by taking him out.
Threw
Pretty-
their heart out right there. So
Tough.
that there's no way they were gonna make it. I know Holland. Did you tell me or you told me Holland's like, oh, it's gonna be a special day?
Yeah, I said that. He's
Yeah.
like, it's gonna be a special night.
Yeah, for Real, you know, he wanted to make that comeback, but there was no way. I didn't see it. Even with the Real team that's
It's
banged
Pep
up,
system.
it might be Pep system, but look at what he did to Arsenal today.
Yeah.
So
They,
sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, and I think that pretty much solidifies the whole Champions League. I think campaign. You have big time players, and when you need big time players, Champions League is the way to do it. You want to be
Yes.
a guy that people like. It's cool to do it in your league or whatever, but it's even better when you do it at Champions League
Yeah.
nights. Those are like big moments.
Yeah, and one other thing, everybody in the world that's not a Real fan wants to hate on Real,
Mhm.
but they're a team that they show up even when they're not supposed to. They were not supposed to beat City the way they did. Everybody had City as a favorite.
I didn't.
You had City winning
The
the
whole
whole
thing, yeah, I
Champions
know,
League,
yeah, yeah.
so
But I knew they were
but
going
we
into
talked
that.
about it and we're like, oh, Real's banged up. They're missing 10
Yeah,
players. There's no way they're gonna
but
pull this off.
yeah,
But there's no other team that you're like, oh, I'm afraid of that team. Even when
mm.
they're at their lowest, Real Madrid is still a
they're
dangerous team.
they're a dangerous team. Yeah,
Yes.
they play uh a style that like if you get caught or you don't do your homework, they can put a good 4 or 5 deep
Or
on
you
you.
underestimate them. You're like,
Mhm.
oh, they're down. Let me kick them while they're down. And no,
Yeah,
they just got up and they punched them in the face, and City never got up.
yeah. It could also be said the same thing. Sometimes Real, they smell their own like gas and they're like, oh yeah, we're Real,
Yep,
but they're not the same Real of old. Where they're
they're
like
not, but they're
they're
still
still they're
Real. Yeah.
still one of the more dangerous teams in the
Oh
entire
yeah.
league.
It's somebody you
So
don't want to face.
yeah, nobody.
Unless you want to be the best, you got to beat the best.
And that's who we're going up next. Bayern, Real. Who wins the next round?
Oh, Bayern by a mile.
By how much?
On
Say
aggregate,
put it
I'm gonna go 6-3 on aggregate.
6-3 aggregate. What do you think, Jazz? Bayern, Real.
Bayern. I think Bayern will win.
On what's the aggregate score?
I think I'll say not as much, but I'll say like a 4-1.
Just I forgot to even mention this. Courtois out,
Oh yeah, he's out, huh?
out. So I don't know if that changes anybody's ideas, but not having Courtois out there,
7-3.
yeah, not having.
I'll give him one more
because
goal.
I think they have Lunin
Yeah.
as their goalkeeper.
But last time that happened was in the 24 season when Lunin was carrying them the whole way, and Courtois ended up starting in the final ahead of Lunin, even though Lunin carried them all the way
Yeah.
to the final.
Where do you get all this information? You were just a baby back
It was
Yeah,
24.
but that's pretty funny. I think that Lunin is hopefully he's ready to go because this is big. Bayern playing Bayern right now. I would not remotely want to be
then.
playing.
Nobody wants to face.
I'm
Bayern.
gonna even go even crazier. I'm gonna go 8-1 aggregate.
Ooh.
I think I think they get beat up.
Well, if you think about it, in that City game, that game started where City was inches away from scoring. They had 6 chances in the first 20 minutes,
Mhm.
and they didn't hit them. But if they would have hit them, it probably would have been a different story. But Bayern's not going to miss those.
No,
I don't feel like they're going to miss those.
easy ones too. But Arsenal Sporting aggregate rough.
Arsenal Sporting.
Portuguese versus
Yep.
English.
I wanted to go with Sporting, but I just think Arsenal's not going to let them. Especially after they lost to City today. I think they're going to come back and be pretty pissed off about what happened. So I'm going to go. I think it's going to be a tough game.
Every game is a tough game. Watching that Arsenal team, it's like watching paint
Yeah,
dry.
tough game to watch, right? But I think Arsenal like a 4-3 maybe.
4-3.
Yeah.
What do you think, Jess?
The thing is, it was Arsenal Sporting. The thing is, you never know because, like, especially like last game, broken down Leverkusen.
Yeah,
Like at home,
they drew.
they drew, so like you never know. But I think Arsenal will still win. I'll say it'll be like a 2-0, a 2-0 on aggregate.
On
but,
aggregate?
Yeah.
That's
Jesus
what
Christ.
they
but
always do. I would
think
be
what's gonna happen
surprised.
is that they're gonna score one goal in the first
Yeah,
leg,
and then
in the second one
yeah.
they score one.
Yeah, but Sporting is like a high scoring team. Like
Yeah, but against Arsenal,
against Arsenal.
against
no?
Arsenal. Yeah.
no, they're
They're
gonna
gonna
park
get-
the bus.
Yeah, they're just gonna sleepwalk.
I got
their
a
way.
feeling
You have a
Sporting's
feeling
gonna
for
surprise.
everything.
It's something something I hate.
Yeah,
Everton's pretty proud of your
Oh,
predictions.
Everton, yeah, especially after that beating they put on.
Just take it
Chelsea.
easy. I'm gonna go.
3-0, by the way.
I kind of want to go 3-0 too.
No,
Yeah.
3-0 Everton.
Yeah, I
over
know what
Chelsea.
you were saying. I'm gonna go 3-0 Arsenal. I actually think they don't score a single goal in the first game, and the second game they score 3.
You know, I'm
Call
gonna
it a day.
change my answer. I'm gonna go Sporting
you-
6-5.
6-5.
No,
Sporting
you're crazy.
6-5.
Arsenal hasn't scored 5 in like fucking
Right.
3
Yeah, but
games.
it's 2 games.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
you're crazy.
Jeez
Yeah,
Louise.
I think 6-5 Sporting. I think
Yeah,
Arsenal.
no. This is where you just pack your bag. This is why you pack your
You're
bag.
just saying stuff to get the clicks. But let's go to
6-5 Sporting.
one of my favorite matchups. Every time they play, I always enjoy it. Barcelona Atleti.
Ooh,
What do you got?
I hate it because I love those
I
two teams.
know.
I love those
That's
two
what I
teams.
said earlier. I was saying like, how crappy is it that we always have to have that matchup? And it's like, why can't they
Yeah.
just play other teams? Because I just want to see them keep going.
Yeah, not only because they're from the same league, but like I said, I love those two teams. They're one of my two favorite teams in La Liga. But I have to go Barcelona, and it's gonna be really tough and really high scoring game. So I'm thinking even like a 7-6
I
on
could see that.
aggregate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
7-6.
Barcelona.
I agree. What do you think, Jess?
The thing is, they're gonna play at in the league. They're gonna play each other, and
Mhm.
then they're gonna play in Champions.
So they got like 3 games in a row.
They're
So
Yeah,
gonna
where they're just gonna
'cause
be
the
they're
thing-
just gonna be
playing.
bored of each other, and not score,
Because
or what?
Atleti's gonna have like they have a tough schedule right now. They're playing Real Madrid today, which already happened. Then
Who won that game, by the way?
I don't know. It was that one. But the thing is, so they have Real Madrid, then they have Valencia, then
Who,
from there they have no. I think
hey, but did Atleti and Barcelona just played the Copa del Reina, right?
Yeah, they played
so they
that.
just played that two
so
games.
they played that. So I think the schedule is
Valencia.
no, I think it's Real Madrid, Barcelona, Valencia, then Barcelona again.
That's tough.
I think that um I'm gonna say that Barcelona win. I'm gonna say I think they're gonna dominate in when they're at Camp Camp New, Barcelona. I think that the score on aggregate could possibly be like a 5-3
Hmm.
on aggregate.
That's kind of tough because you think about it. Copa del Reina, Atleti went up 4-0, right?
4-0,
And then
and then they scored 3.
yeah,
and
so I think it's gonna be another high score.
It's gonna be a high scoring game, but the thing is, they're gonna play each other like
I know
so
that.
much that
That's
they're
so
gonna
hard.
find each
Yeah,
other
yeah.
out.
It's gonna be tough. That's what I'm saying. Like
So
I'll say 5-2 Barcelona. I think Atleti's gonna be too tired.
you know. Oh, okay.
They're gonna be tired. I think Barcelona's finding. I think Barcelona with everybody starting to find form. Rafinha, um, Bernal, Frankie coming back, Pedri, Yamal. Everybody's starting to find their their groove. I hope Ferran is the next person that finds it. I think Fermin is getting to that next level again. So I think that's gonna be
And
great for them.
Bernal is playing
That's what I'm saying.
incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said that like everybody's playing well at the right time, and I think Barcelona, have they know what they want to do. They want to go win La Liga. They want to go win Champions League. And I think this year, maybe with not so much pressure as last year to win it,
Oh, yeah.
I think maybe this year they could actually Hansi Flick and finish this season off with 2 trophies and be like, this was a very, very, very successful year again. I mean, I don't think there's ever been a Hansi Flick season where it hasn't been successful, but I think it's going to be huge. Um, just to come back to you, Jazz, the game today ended 3-2 Real Madrid with the red card. Vinny scored a penalty and another goal, and then Valverde scored the other one.
Ooh, the two
Yeah.
guys we were just talking
Yeah.
about.
And then Molina and Lookman scored for Atleti. So didn't have enough, but
Molina's one of the
the
defenders,
fullbacks,
right?
yeah, he plays for Argentina. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Hopefully he gets a call up. The next game, PSG Liverpool, which should be pretty good. Who do you think? I think Liverpool. I wanted to say that they're finding form, and then they lost in the Premier League against.
West Ham.
Was it West
No.
Ham?
I don't know.
God, who was it? They
Well, I've
just
been out
lost.
for a whole week, so I don't know.
They just lost yesterday, and you were back by then.
I got in late yesterday.
You got in early enough to catch it. Liverpool played. Give me 1 second. They played
By the way,
Brighton.
Right. They
Danny
lost to
Welbeck
Ah.
scored a brace, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, Liverpool just lost to Brighton, and I was just saying that I think they're finding form because they beat Galatasaray 4-0, and I was like, this is it. They're gonna make a run. But now they had to play PSG. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't think that they've been finding their form all year, and
Oh
they
no, Hugo Ekitike
no
anymore
Hugo
either.
Ekitike. Yeah, and I just don't think they have the same quality they had last year when they had Darwin Nunez and
Hmm.
Luis Diaz.
And no Allison. Remember Jazzy told me about that?
Yep.
No McAllister.
No, 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 no,
Allison.
Allison.
Oh, the goal.
Yeah,
Jesus
that's
Christ.
Oh,
Alexis.
Alexis.
Just get to your
His
Yeah,
score. Just get to your score.
get to your
now I
score.
forgot what I was talking about.
Just get to your
Here you
score.
go.
Oh, I was saying that Liverpool. This guy. Nobody
You
wants to hear. Oh, it's 5-2. Yeah,
you were Burning Man that
I was
threw
Burning
you off.
Man. But no, it's Liverpool last year. They were a dominant team. They lost Darwin Nunez, Luis Diaz. They don't have that same quality. Mo's fallen off a little bit. They don't have what it takes to beat a PSG team that's the same team they had last year, and they're still dominant. You haven't seen like, oh, well, that guy's not playing well this year, and you have even Bradley Barcola scoring more goals than he did last year.
He's been playing really well. I've been a big fan of his this
Yeah,
year.
so like I said, I think PSG will be in this final for Champions League, so I think they're gonna go over Liverpool.
Dembele versus Van Dyke is
Oh yeah,
not a good look for Van Dyke.
and
He's getting slower, and Dembele I feel like is still fast.
yeah, and I think it's not gonna be close. I think it'll be like a 6-2 aggregate.
6-2.
Yeah,
What do you think, Jazz? PSG,
yeah.
Liverpool.
Wake up, Jazz.
I think Liverpool, they find. I think they're putting all their eggs in a basket for champions.
Hmm.
Because for the league, they're not doing that well. But
Yeah,
I think that they're just gonna try to put everything they can into champions to see as far as they can get. But I still think they're still gonna lose either way. They try
Oh, they're a great team, but they're not gonna win.
they're
Yeah.
not gonna be PSG.
Sound like me.
PSG is just way more bigger. They're just such a more attacking team. I feel like that they're just gonna like. I think like what's gonna happen is that Liverpool, knowing how they are, they're gonna try their best. They're gonna try to put everything they can into this game, but it just won't. It won't be enough. It won't
Yeah.
be enough for them.
What'd you say for on aggregate, Jazz?
Huh?
What'd you say on aggregate?
For aggregate, I would say like I'm gonna say a 6-3 on aggregate.
6-3 on aggregate.
Did you go PSG? Oh yeah,
Yeah,
because you said they
PSG.
were not gonna win.
Yeah.
Liverpool's great,
I
but they're
think
not gonna win.
I think I'm on the same wavelength as you too. I think Ralph was right too. I think I'm even gonna go maybe like 9-1.
So
9-1 aggregate. I mean, they're disgusting. That PSG is disgusting. So
yeah.
I think they're playing really well at the right time as well. So I think
So,
those are all the
Just give me a little something here on Luis Diaz and Darwin. Why did they lose them because of money? Did
They just
they
sell them.
just wanted to leave, or they just decided
Well,
we want to
Darwin,
sell them to get more money, or
well,
what
Darwin
happened?
went to Al Hilal,
Where you going?
So he got more money.
so so they got money from him because he went to Saudi League, and then I'm guessing Luis Diaz got some. They got some money from Luis Diaz because of him going to Bayern.
Right, but
They just wanted new challenges.
Yeah, they
Darwin wasn't getting enough playing time, and Luis.
so was it him that just wasn't
Yeah,
happy and he wanted to leave?
He wanted to
Yeah.
leave. Yeah, he
Okay.
wasn't getting playing time. Arnie Slot didn't like him for some odd reason, and then Luis, he always said he wanted to go and play like somewhere not Liverpool, and he picked the perfect place to go. It was between Bayern and Barcelona, and they both wanted him. Barcelona
He would
didn't
have been
have
great
the-
at either place.
I know, and people were like, Barcelona shouldn't be getting Luis. He's washed, and so many teams were so anti Luis
I don't
Diaz,
know why
and
that
he's
guy.
and he's an absolute stud. I think he's one of my favorite players to watch, and I think he chose the right decision to leave Liverpool when he did. I think Mo, honestly, I think he should have left. If Liverpool was smart, I wish they would have got rid of Mo before the whole backlash and all the stuff with Arnie Slot.
Oh yeah.
Like even before the season, I know that they were like, okay, like I get it that he's a legend and stuff, but you still have Van Dyke and Mo was kind of like already hinting that he wanted to go too, and he could have made so much money going to Saudi. I know it kind of sucks for his career, but he's old, like he's done. So it would have been fine for him to go to Saudi now. And with Liverpool's money, they could have got someone on that wing that might have been a little better. I know they were looking at Elise, but Elise is not leaving Bayern anymore.
No.
He's not going to be leaving there. He has too much of a good time, and he's dominant, and he's playing on a team that year after year will be competing for trophies every single year, no matter what. So that Liverpool team, you know, I think they're gonna need a nice little rebuild, even after the supposed rebuild they had this year. So they're gonna have to look at maybe Isak, Hugo, Kirkes, Frimpong.
Didn't you say Isak was hurt?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
hurt.
broken
So
leg.
what are you gonna do?
Jeez.
You know, like you have all these players on the books now. You want to start maybe, if you
And
lose
everybody
Mo,
was so big on Isak, and it's like
yeah, that's what happens when you
didn't even.
he
I
didn't
didn't
want to
even see him
practice.
play.
They shouldn't have left.
Yeah, he shouldn't have left Newcastle. He wanted to be stubborn, and he was
So remind me, where did he go?
Liverpool.
Liverpool.
We've been
I
talking
know he
about
just
Liverpool.
brought it up right now.
I know. I
"What's
just got a
up?"
million things
He's
going
like,
on in my
I
head.
haven't seen him
He
play
left-
in a long time.
He left. I know he left.
So where's he play at?
He's we left Ralph at and Burning Man over in Sedona. Shout out Sedona, by the way.
How about shout out Burning Man? What is Burning Man like?
You don't know Burning Man?
I don't know.
I
what
make
you're
the
talking
joke
about.
because I hope somebody listens. I know Daniel. I think Daniel will understand that reference. It's pretty funny. Burning Man is a festival where people go in the desert naked, and they do like they do like little like kumbaya, like yeah. So it's
Yeah, Sedona is very like that.
Yeah.
Yes, I
so
wouldn't. I
it's
wouldn't.
Burning Man for Ralphie, but I think that's pretty much all wrapped up for the week of what we missed and everything. Hopefully, we don't have to do another what Ralphie missed. We don't make this we don't make
I
this
never missed, by the way.
we
but
don't
I
make
had
this
to.
an episode
I had to miss.
reoccurrence. So, but this
Hey,
week was
but
good.
this is what the pod is about, right?
Yeah.
Like,
What did we miss?
Like if you have three friends and you sit down, and you're like, hey, bro, I had to miss. I had went on vacation. I had to miss all these games. Like, tell me about it. So this is what it pretty much is.
Yeah.
It's like us talking about
Mhm.
what happened and what
Yeah.
did you miss, what did you see, and this and that. So,
Mhm.
hopefully that it helps people when they do miss. They can
Mhm.
tune into our episodes and
Yeah.
get some information.
Yep, and if you like a little bit of banter, shout out to all the Newcastle fans. Poor guys, we've been killing them on these last couple episodes, but
Oh yeah, but
Um,
I mean, we've been doing that to Arsenal
they
the
got
whole time.
yeah, but I mean, I don't think anybody in this table has any Arsenal friends, and if you do, don't talk to them anymore. I think that's pretty much everything that we needed to cover for this week. But I do want to really shout out. I'm really excited for the next video, World Cup video. I'm really excited for it. We have our jerseys ready. We have some. I want to get.
I
some
forgot my
notes,
jersey, by the way.
But no. He left
ha-
it. He left hopefully, the next time you guys see us, Ralph will be back from Burning Man, and we'll be back from that. So I think that's everything for us. Thanks for watching.